Hey.
I was trying to time it right for whenever you popped up.
Yeah, I don't know how much the music affects our speaking abilities, so I'm just gonna cut that shit right there.
Yeah, no, I think it cuts out kind of when we talk anyway, but it's all good because Mondays are for the mind.
Mondays are for the mind. Absolutely. And
And
it is.
it is Monday.
It is Monday. It is Monday. And here we
Doesn't
be.
It doesn't feel like a Monday for me because I had the day off of work, a paid day off of work. It's always nice.
Oh, it's the best types of days off of work, really.
Yeah, so it didn't really feel like a Monday too much to me today. I wouldn't had some fun, I guess, today.
Yeah. It's been a fun weekend,
Yeah,
I feel like. I don't know about you. I know I had a good weekend.
I had a pretty good weekend.
Last night, y'all put on a killer show at Nola's. Uh, Unfortunately, took that L home, but
It was fun. Yeah, props to Azazel, because like I was saying right before we went live. I mean, he's just baller. Like he's doing things that I'm like, do you even? How do you even like? I get how people do that, but how do you even go about practicing something like that? Like, because to me, it's like you'd have to have a speaker system good enough to be able to practice these low basses and shit like that. I don't know. He was doing phenomenal. He just perfect vibe for summer camp. So a perfect winner to walk away from that competition.
Yeah,
if it wasn't gonna be me, I mean that's.
Yeah, y'all may have taken the L, but we all won in our hearts.
Exactly.
It was great, and we were just talking about it before the show. All of you guys look like you're having a blast, and that's important.
We had fun, and some people rocked with us that probably never heard of us beforehand. So that's all that matters, man. And they enjoyed it. They enjoyed themselves. That's it, man. You never know. You never know what could happen. Summer camp could still be like, "Hey, get over here, boys."
Over here, yeah.
Or next year we'll show up headlining it, dude. You never know.
Or we start our own festival, Chase and Shep Fest.
It'd have to be the Camp Fest or something.
There's one hell of a deep sigh.
I just know the work that goes in. Like one like years ago, I had this thought. I had that thought too. Like I want to do a music festival, and when you really broke it down and you started getting into the bullshit it would take to do, it's like, yeah, okay. But I mean, you could do like a low key one. I could see doing like a low key one.
Oh, for sure, like a smaller one for sure. I definitely wasn't trying to put on no Lollapalooza or anything like that.
I have big dreams and aspirations, Chase. You know this, so like,
I know.
If I was going music festival, I don't think I'd be like, all right, I got these 4 bands. We're gonna have this little outdoor patio festival today. Like, nah, bro. I'm talking 25 bands, 2 stages. I'm talking
14-day festival now.
But yeah, no, it was a great show, great weekend. I know you were doing some more stuff filming wise this weekend.
Yesterday was a blast all around. I ended the night with y'all's show, but spent the day working on the 420 sketch show that we got coming up. Hey, what up, Solo?
Yo, what's up, Solo? Solo was killing it last night. Yeah, the Delinquents killed it last night too.
That's right. Yeah, a lot of great performers last night. Yeah.
I was glad. Yeah, I was glad that we went and got to follow them, man, because it's like they got up, they set the energy right, and then we got to go up on there. So much love.
In that the footage I have of y'all's performance, I got a good moment with Solo in there when he showed up and we were like, oh hey, it was it translated pretty well on the camera. It was pretty funny.
That's dope, man. No, like I said, everybody last night just fucking.
The vibes were great. Yeah, the vibes were great. Everybody was, I think, just happy to be there, having a good time.
A lot of people. I know, like for me, it's just we're performing again, man. I'm hyped to be out performing again and doing
that's
that.
What it was for me. Like I literally like from the moment you did. He did just blended into the background. Uh, I think like as soon as y'all's show was over last night, I was just like immediately so proud of you motherfuckers, and that's what I keep saying is like that I'm proud of you guys because that's definitely how I feel, and I think it's just because you know over the course of this past year, getting to meet all these dudes and being around it for so long, like a lot of these songs that you guys played last night, I've been listening to for the past like year. You know, you guys have been working on this stuff for so long, and to see you guys up there on stage and just doing the thing, like it's awesome. It's awesome to see you guys finally get it out there and do it. So
It's great to finally get them out there.
right, yeah. I know. That's how I felt. Like I knew these songs, and like I found myself also just kind of getting swept up in the energy for sure.
All love, man, for sure, dude. Like I was just, I mean, the only thing like going into that one, and I know Solo can probably vibe with this, was like 20 minutes, man. 20 minutes was hard to like, okay, like we've got so many songs. Like, how do we condense, like, how do we choose just 20 minutes out of that? Because I would have loved to, like, we've got so many good songs just sitting back
Yeah.
and, you know, to perform. And I wanted to, there's more I wanted to do. But yeah, 20 minutes was hard to fit in all those songs, but no, it was great. Like I said, and I was shocked to everybody, man. Like every artist I saw, pretty much all of them. And by the end of the night, when they're like, "Yo, we're gonna go, you know, count up these votes," it's like, man, I know anyone can win this right now, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be disappointed at all with the results because like everybody on that stage had straight fire. And great energy all night long, man. Everybody brought their A game and did what they did, and it was dope. It was a nice, like I said, nice little spot for the CU. And I know everybody was gaining some new. Hey, okay.
Even
I just
even me as a camera guy, you know, I was doing some networking yesterday too.
you
I
were,
met
yeah.
people that was doing it. Did it absolutely felt like a concert. And actually, I think the first time you guys performed, the leftovers performed, it was an open mic at Nola's, right? Or
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. You're talking back in
I was gonna say because
May
like
of last year.
yeah. Like when
Yeah.
y'all did that, it was an open mic, and you still brought that energy. Like it still felt like a concert. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys do more for sure.
I like Nola's. That was yeah, a couple I've performed there I guess now a couple times, and that's a venue I do really like, man. The
I really
sound's really nice.
fuck with Nola's too. It's a really cool spot for
Yeah.
sure. They do a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
So much
yeah,
love
there's a
all
lot of
around.
there.
Much love for Rob K for including the leftovers within that, and Summer Camp for including the leftovers within that. It's
Absolutely.
dope. That was only like our second official performance, you know, or whatever. I think Grant said that on stage.
Yeah, he did.
Like, I was like, cool. I just never know. I just never know what to do on stage, man. I just don't want to dance like an idiot, but I dance
don't wanna
like an
dance.
idiot.
He called you out on your dance moves. That's all.
I
That is.
did, dude. I think that's what it was. I was so
Yeah.
good until the last time when Pesci called me out and said, "Hey, you can't dance," and it's like, I know I can't dance, bro.
Yeah.
I say this literally constantly.
But it's just dope. You know, a couple of the other dudes I met last night, a couple of the camera guys themselves. Um, you know, got to meet them. We got to talk about, you know, some camera stuff a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
I know one guy I met as I was kind of heading out. I think he was with the Zipper Collective. He was the camera guy for them. Uh, and he said that he'd missed work that day for this and everything. And it's just like, I don't know. I love. I've said this before, and I love being around people who love what they do. You know, and
Mhm.
it's like being around that many passionate artists always brings out the best in me. You know, as an artist. And that's what it was all day yesterday. I was
Yeah.
riding that energy before I even made it to Nola's. All day yesterday, you know, we got to work with our friends over at Camp Nostalgic. We switched sides this weekend, and they helped us with our show coming up. So we got to work with some new faces as well. Randy joined us, and all day, dude, just the skits that we filmed, we were busting up. I mean, we couldn't. Dave gets the giggles like a motherfucker, so he's got to
Right.
like remove himself from the premises most of the time. He was filming the hug dealer skit, and then he's like, "Gelly, you got to do this. I can't. I can't. I
Well,
can't keep."
it was a good theme that I talked about with some people last night was the whole building a network and a team like within what you're doing. And I kind of was telling somebody, and it ties into that about, what we've done over the past year here on our streams and stuff. And I'm like, man, that's to a point where I was like, my dude today is off recording skits with people, and we got other actors now involved in it. It's like I can sit up and think of a skit, and I don't even need to be involved in the actual skit.
Right.
It's like now we can do that creative process now that we've been wanting to do that. It's like now everything's created by us, but it doesn't have to necessarily feature us in
Right.
it.
We don't have to do every fucking thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Phil was saying something similar today as well, that he was just really happy because, you know, some of the skits that we filmed are skits that we've been talking about for years. One of them that we shot yesterday is an idea that we had like 7 or 8 years ago, and we've been talking about it for that long. So to actually just have finally shot the motherfucking thing and it's done and it's made, it's a cool feeling for sure. It's nice to just like be getting to this point where like all of our ideas that we just have on the backlog are finally starting to bubble up to the surface for sure. I think we got Tyler Moore coming back to the show here in a couple weeks, and he and I were talking the other day. It's like, yeah, the Chase Shep show has changed quite a bit since you were here last, and he hopped on our channel and he's like, oh shit, your numbers have gone up quite a bit, and a lot of people dig the social media thing, the network and everything, but right now our subscriber base, like I like it because it feels so genuine. I feel like the people who are subscribed are people who we have met along the way, who genuinely fuck with what we do. We fuck with
Hell yeah.
them,
Yeah.
and it's a better feeling. It feels more genuine to me, and I definitely like that, getting out and making those personal relationships and everything. Just
Oh yeah.
and I don't know. I love surrounding myself with passionate people, and that's definitely what we have right now.
Oh yeah. No, I do too. I just like being out and immersed within it, just like that. It's you go off a day and a night like yesterday, and for me as an artist, you come home and you're like,
What's next? What are we
I
gonna
want
do next?
I want to make something. You see people on stage and you're like, yeah, dude, that's cool. I like why haven't I tried to make songs kind of with that same energy? You know what I'm saying? Uh bring the heat, and it really makes you want to do something, be better, create something.
Mhm.
And I love that. I love that feeling that next day. I don't really get the show hangovers. Those are a thing of, you get a little like depressed kind of episode the next day where you come down off your like being on stage high and you're like, back to reality. This sucks.
Yeah.
I don't really have that, man. I just took it like, damn, this is dope. When I said dope night, dope opportunities. I had a lot of good conversations with people. I saw Black Mage last night. Much love goes out to Black Mage. I was like, yo, homie, when we dropping that superhero music? He's like, yeah. I'm like, by this point, we could probably throw a couple more songs on there. And he's like, you're right. You're right.
That motherfucker's never coming out.
Well, I told him that too. That was the next thing I told him. I said, we just keep that. We just
It's
keep
just
that
worse.
for us. I said, we let people know, hey man, this exists. This is a thing. It's right here. I'm listening to it right now. But nope.
Yeah. Nope.
Maybe do one of those things like Wu-Tang did. We'll just
That,
have
that was that's what I thought too. Yeah.
one night where y'all can show up. We'll hand you some headphones and we're all gonna listen to it and then be like, that's it.
That's it. Get the
That's it,
fuck out.
baby. Nah, I wouldn't want to do it like that. Basically, like if it was an album that like was I didn't want to like put out publicly, it'd just be like one of those, kind of like what you were just talking about. People along the way and people that I really mess with and stuff was like, oh hey, it'd be like, hey, look here, you get a rarity.
Right.
You've collect, we've got that. I kind of look at life as an RPG sometimes, and it's like you've collected the rare item. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Superhero music has been granted to you.
It's kind of how I felt about Mage's what the Hold the Cell thing, one that he made with the like PlayStation cover and shit.
Oh yeah.
Like as soon as I saw that for the first time, I'm like, here's my money. I'm gonna buy a copy for sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was that is still like I only own a second CD in my life right now because I've got it autographed. But that is my favorite, like, ever. Like, what a dope way to package your album, man.
Going back to what we were talking about just working with new faces and stuff. Like, it's been a little over a year now of us doing this. I'd say we really got going about this time last year, and it's like all these people that we've met just over the course of the 1 year, and now here we are in year two, and we're meeting more people, and I just it makes me excited for year three. It's just like, damn, where are we going to be at in year three working with all these people? Because in addition to Sunday doing all that stuff with everybody and the concert, on Saturday I got to talk with a friend of mine. I haven't talked to her in a long time, but I've always wanted to collaborate with her on something writing wise, and we started working on a comic book together. And I'm thrilled about this. I'm so excited about that idea. And definitely, I was just feeling, lately, just trying to spread the love as much as possible, just the positive vibes. That's why we stopped and saw Gella the other day at work. We were in town, just down the street. She had posted a Snapchat that her table with her artwork and everything was up. So I got it there in the back. All those pieces are hers. I
I
bought a
seen
few.
that. I seen that.
Yeah, and I just last night, it's like, hey man, it's Oscars night. That's like my Super Bowl, and it's like, but I love you, and I'm glad I win. Like it's just one of those things where it's like I'd rather be doing shit like that for sure, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, we don't have to even speak on last night's Oscars because everyone else has already done that for us. But like, I don't think you missed too
Nah,
much.
no,
And
she
yes,
is.
Gala is very talented, very, very, very talented.
She's gonna be like, I'm not watching this show anymore. Y'all give me too much love. Uh, because I mean, it's true. Her artwork is amazing, and hands down, what is now one of my favorite skits of this 420 show was her idea. So
Mhm.
her little brainchild, and it hands down makes me laugh the hardest out of anything else that is in this show.
Well, no,
Uh,
and that's good. And no, she is a very creative person. So I was hyped when you had told me, hey, she had this idea for a skit, and we're gonna try to do it. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm 100% with that one. Like,
and
so
I
I'm
think
hyped
that's
to see how
fun
it turns
about
out too.
collaborating with them as well. Is that that's fucking funny? I get it, hands down. Uh, but collaborating with them is fun because Dave and I were talking about this yesterday. That like our humor does blend. Like we all have a similar sense of humor, but the humor at Camp Nostalgic is just a little bit of a different vibe than the humor of Chasing Shep. So sometimes, like that skit we did yesterday, like I felt like that was more at home in Chasing Shep, and Dave was like, yes, like it, even down to the horrific ending of how it ends. It's like it's very Chasing Shep, with the little bit of the horror vibe and everything to it as well. And it's like I feel that way. Sometimes I have some skit ideas that I'm like, I think this would be more at home at Camp Nostalgic. So it's cool to have that partnership for sure. And it does. It just makes me excited. It just makes me excited for the future. Like who are we going to meet next? Who are we going to start working with next? And
Ooh, 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 ooh.
if it's one thing, any like I've seen it over and over and over and over again. If you're any sort of artist, you always hear the advice that people give, where it's like, okay, well, the my friend that I was co-writing with on Saturday, she goes to Sundance almost every year, and so she's had the chance to meet all sorts of filmmakers over the year, and she's asked before, like, what advice would you give, to break into this industry if you want to do this, and everybody always says the same thing: just do it, just do it. Just and that sounds so simple. It sounds so
Props to
cliche,
Nike.
but
Just do it.
shouts out Nike. Give us that sponsorship money. Um, but like I think over the course of like this year or so that we've been doing this now, it's like it definitely proves the point.
Just
Oh yeah.
speaking facts over here, though. It's all good. But
Um, but yeah, I
you're
mean,
right.
we just keep going. We've just kept doing this thing, and we've only been getting better and better and better and better. That's another thing Phil and I were talking about today with our upcoming sketch show. It's like last year's 420 show was, like it is what it was. I mean, we find it funny, but we walked away from filming some of those like, I don't know about this, but there hasn't been one this year that we walked away from like, oh shit, uh, and it's just like,
Yeah, for the most part, when people watch this year, they're gonna be like, "Sheesh."
I know for sure.
You knew it was coming back out sometime tonight.
Oh yeah. Oh, I knew. I was waiting for it. I didn't know when. I'm just as surprised as everybody else.
A sheesh in the chat.
A wild sheesh has appeared. But
I had to get back to the comment screen.
But no, it's cool. To Phil and I were talking about that, the fact that like summer camp was like our big scripted thing, and then it's like I feel like this is the first time we've done anything since summer camp like this, like scripted wise.
I believe so.
And it's like we learn so much just from like you can just see it from project to project, just like the little upgrades. And currently I think the 420 sketch show is one of the best things we've ever done. But I'm sure in a few months, whenever we release the next thing, I'll be like, this is the best thing.
I feel like that's how it should go, though, man. When that's how creating something new, you should feel by the end of it that like the newest thing that you created is your current best, because that's kind of what you're trying to present to people at all times. I always felt like, especially as a musician, I'm not trying to carry the same thing over from last time or a couple times or anything. I'm trying to one up myself this next time up. I'm trying to do something different, something better. So yeah, I always felt like that is usually how it goes. You have those, which we do, me and you do too. You'll have those little things here and there that you just, for nostalgic sake, you're like, I just love that. I loved something that happened while making that, or anything like that. But as far as the newest, you'll always be like, this is the best shit anyone's ever fucking seen.
Always just trying to best ourselves, nobody else. We're our own competition. We're always just trying to be better than the us we were before.
Yeah, for real. That's everything in life. Like, yeah, just trying to be the best me. Like last night, I wasn't trying to win no competition. I was just trying to remember my lyrics, because I might forget them, and that wouldn't be too good. And while we create our skits, I'm not trying to be like, let's make something better than the last time. Oh no, this has to be better than the last time. It's just like, no, let's make some new shit. We got these new ideas and let's do it. And just like you're saying, you get the knowledge, you get the errors from the last times that you were doing shit that you can put towards the new shit. And
I definitely think that we're getting better about knowing when to hold them and when to fold them too. Sometimes when it's like, sometimes we have idea, like there's a few ideas for the 420 sketch show this year that I'm like, I think I'd like to save them for next year when I know we can do this even better. Like there's just some I think deserve that respect. I feel like that happens a lot with all sorts of ideas where it's just like, I would rather wait and do this and do it right than, try to just push it out. I think that's what we decided on with Easter Sunday too. It's like we could have done it, but it's like it wouldn't be as good as if we waited on it. I mean, I love the idea for it. I think people will really dig it once it does finally come out. But I think we're just getting better about the prioritization of these ideas.
Yeah. I just got an email from Sam's Club and I'm not even a member, so that's a scam. That's a scam for you. No, like, yeah, for real though. Sometimes you do gotta hold off on some things, or like that with the Easter Sunday. It was definitely we can make it, but we're gonna distract ourselves between doing two really big things at once instead of just focusing on the one big thing, which I think has been beneficial.
Absolutely. And
Just
you know,
the one.
we had talked last week about being flexible too in our creativity, and that's definitely paid off big time for sure. So, best laid plans. That's just how it goes. It'll fall apart in no time. But you just got to learn how to roll with it. That's where you're going to get your best results, for sure.
That's very true. Or just the results that you get. Sometimes you just get the results you get, man.
Sometimes you get what you get, and you don't throw it. We've had plenty of those too, where the final product comes out, and we're like, well, all right, you know, well, it's over now, so let's just mosey on.
A lot of that with the summer camp and the blood, it was like that because once you are covered in blood, you're covered in blood. So
Yeah, you know, the joys of like not only independent filmmaking but no budget filmmaking. You know, it's like you get one shot. We don't have extra T-shirts. We don't have like a whole costume trailer. None of that shit. It's like we're doing this one time and one time only. Like, and that was a lot, you know, for sure. Anything where somebody got wet, covered in blood, or anything that was going to break continuity, it's like you better hit it this first time.
but see, even now, like now, I don't know. Because like now in my head, I think of different ways we could shoot things
Exactly. Yeah.
to make them the exact same thing, but like,
Better.
you know, better, maybe better, but like, I don't know, like easier, I guess would have been the way to look at it. Like, because especially like in my head, I'm thinking of like when the little kid gets decapitated and the blood squirts in my face. It's like, well, we could have done the wrestling around with the little kid as a shot, him getting decapitated, but then like did a close up on my face, like that was when that happened, and then sprayed me with blood then, and then had the kid come back on me covered in blood already, and then you could, we could have done however many takes we needed, but it is what it is. I think it turned out fantastic myself.
It's those exact kind of moments that have made us better filmmakers for sure. Like, and you know, just creators in general, because you know, like yesterday, you know, shooting all like everything we've filmed so far for this 420 sketch show, especially last Thursday, where we shot some of the best shit we've shot ever. I think I'm so excited for the finale of the 420 show. It's fucking amazing, and one of the things we shot yesterday, just you know the way we shot it, and the thing is, a lot of it was an accident, but it's like I do know these things, so when I'm watching it, I'm like, I'm glad that we accidentally did it just right, you know. But it's like all that knowledge we have from fucking up so many times and just trying new things, you know, now we have that. Now we can go into these new projects and tackle them in easier ways and fuck up new things and learn new things for sure.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a really cool sketch show. I mean, we still got a lot of time left too, so that's the good part about it.
I know. That's a little less than a month now, but we're still a few weeks out from it. But yeah, April's going to be a big month here at Chase and Shep for sure. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
It will, man. It will be nice. It will be fun. It'd be great, man. It'd be great. How's the mental health nation out there though for Chase and Shep? How are you guys feeling?
Yeah.
Because obviously we're high on the mental health this week.
Yeah, we're feeling pretty good about the old mental health.
We're feeling good. We're feeling great. You can't not at this moment in life. All this stuff created. I've made probably 4 or 5 new songs the past couple weeks.
That's what I'm going to be doing here soon. Is getting back to work on my music as well.
Yeah,
I'm excited to do that as well.
I got some pretty dope shit in the works, I guess. It should be a good little 420 release. I told Daniel last night I was going to call it Cosmic Pimpin' with the spacesuit on. So he's like, hell yeah. And so sounds like that's the official name. You heard it here, folks. Johnny Cash, Cosmic Pimpin' with the spacesuit on, 420.
That's crazy. Sheesh.
Sheesh.
What a title.
Yeah, no, I should have uploaded like the cover or something beforehand.
I know. Honestly, as we keep going, I'm just like, I want overlays for everything. I want all the overlays. We're gonna have to make one for the skit we filmed yesterday, the hanging loose skit.
There's a lot we'll have to learn to make. Yeah, I never know how to make the fucking PNGs.
We got people for that.
The good way. Yeah, we do. We got people for that.
We got people for that. Had this been a year ago, we would have been left to our own devices. But
yeah, and no, like I said, it should be a nice little 420 album release. I got some pretty good tracks. Maybe I'll get one done and throw it out on my Spotify soon to like promote it. I hope there's a real spacesuit. I mean, I don't have a real spacesuit, but I don't know what the cosmic pimpin would dress, spacesuit wise. We'll have to see.
Once again, cosmic pimpin in a what spacesuit?
Cosmic pimpin with a spacesuit on.
Oh, with the spacesuit on.
And again, it's an old thing. Like I had heard it. I don't know where, probably from the Insane Clown Posse or something when I was young. Just randomly shouted in the song, and I was like, "Yo, that's fresh." And we were making the Green Team mixtape, and the Green Team mixtape was basically Pudgy when he was making the intro. He took all these freestyles. When we were really drunk, we'd always style. That was just our thing to do, and we were always sitting around drinking and smoking and partying. And so there's all this just bullshit we were always doing in the backgrounds and stuff and yelling, and like people would show up so we could be like, "Oh shit, what up?" You'd hear like that. And one of them is me in the background just yelling like at the top of my lungs, like, "Oh yeah, we cosmic pimping with a spacesuit on." And then it just picked up steam. Black Mage, love it. He's like a lyric in a track, but he put that in there. I think it was Space Cowboy, him and Holly G, believe song that has the lyric in it. And, so even though I said it back in the and having it feel like a thing, like coming up, like, okay, Thursday, we're pretty good on skits. So what are we gonna do? I don't know, but we're gonna do something cool.
Yeah.
Because we can, because it's like, fuck it. At this point, we can do whatever. At this point, really,
that's pretty much what this Thursday's looking like.
Yeah,
it's whatever. Yeah.
So that's always really fun. And yeah, I mean, it was a lot of prepping for last night. That was a lot of my March was leading up to last night, and I know all the boys have had busy months with like work and whatnot, and I know, Humbly G just moved, so all of them, they've been working a lot, but me, it's just been doing thing. Oh, you're off Thursday, Pudgy. Let's get down, bro. Like, you got to get in a skit. I'd love to have you in some shit, bud. You already know this.
Absolutely, for sure.
I would love it because I know he'd bring that energy that we need.
Yeah, it's good. Honestly, I just love how many like people are in it that aren't us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I feel you.
It's always fun doing stuff with you and me, but like the fact that, like you were saying earlier, we can just like, we have a group of people now who want to be involved. It's awesome.
I feel like having me and Pudgy and you and Phil, we could have a pretty funny skit right there of some fun.
That's true.
See, there you go.
I intend on putting you to work.
Well, and there we go. Now we have a camera person for this.
There we go. Yeah, we could probably do something fun there. Phil, I don't know how free Phil is.
I already have an idea in my head. There you go.
We'll
That's how quick that shit happens. But Shout outs to Pudgy. Love you, buddy. Energy was missed last night at the show, I'd say. If I seem lost last night, so ladies and gentlemen, that's because my apple cinnamon wasn't around. I didn't really know what to do. Just kind of wandering.
I guess my March. I guess for me in March, I've had some things happen. I've had some things happen
Some
for
things.
sure. I was
Yeah.
I was taken off the market. So
He was bought up.
Yeah, I was bought up.
He's bought up. He's sold out.
Sorry, ladies. I'm spoken for. So.
Oh man, we just lost 50 subs. What the hell, bro?
Oh, God damn it. Sex really does sell. No, that's been dope. For sure. What a lucky lady. I don't know who it is. I don't know.
I couldn't tell either. I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah. But
it's always dope, bud.
Yeah, for sure. I don't want to fluff her ego too much on the show. I already did that enough before she left earlier. So, but no, it's it's dope. It's been a real learning experience for me. I feel like interesting experience for both of us. I think I don't know why I'm being so hesitant about this, because she knows damn well that now that she dates me that this is what we do. So she's definitely going to be thrown into the conversation all the time. But we had a rocky start, you could say. It's over a mango tree.
Oh, we shall discuss it over a mango pop. I got you, bud.
It's there she is. It's Randy.
Oh, spoilers.
My love.
We was gonna make him wait till the end, Randy.
I was building up to that, Randy. Damn it. No, it was it's cool. We're happy.
That's all that matters, brother.
Yeah.
When you break it down, that's it.
I think the message to deliver here on Mental Health Monday with this is that I think she and I both just tried something new that we haven't done before. In relationships, I think both of us usually try to do the same shit over and over again to no avail, and to do something different has panned out for the better, for sure. So it's been really rad. So yeah, especially. He is a handsome devil, especially with those dragon tattoos. But unfortunately, he took those motherfuckers off.
The guy with the dragon tattoos.
Yeah, that's. I would offer up a sneaky peek of 420. That's very Mental Health Monday significant. Let's see what I can do. Talk to the people. Talk to the people, Shep.
Oh, what do you want me to talk to the people about?
Everything.
You're putting me on the spot, man.
Mental health.
No, I haven't. I luckily have not had to worry about relationship stuff, folks, this past month. Because I don't know. I don't really care. I'm not like out searching for one or anything. It can come if it comes. It can stay away if it wants to stay away. We can treat it like COVID. It can stay 6 feet. I'm fine with that.
And look at that. 50 more subscribers came back.
They all came back.
And one of them is single.
I don't know. I feel like when I go out in public, I'm way too high to communicate with anybody. And other than that, like I said, I'm not looking. I'm recording. I'm making stuff. I know we're gonna be putting mad work in at this new studio soon. So
I'm excited about that.
G put out like a little thing of it on Instagram today. It does look pretty dope. Pretty dope place. Pretty
nice.
dope.
Swing by, check it out.
Always come back. Boomerangs. Pudgy knows a thing or two about a place called Boomerangs and not being allowed back over there. Don't you, bud?
So I think we got it here. So we'll give the people what they want. We'll share a little sneaky peek. This is raw raw footage from the 420 sketch show, coming at you exclusively for Mental Health Monday, for mental health purposes only.
I'm chasing Shep.
All right. Action.
Yo, what's up, man? You got my money?
You got the stuff?
Hell yeah, I got that stuff, man. Aye, bring it, bring it. You the greatest. You will amount to the great things. Everybody will know your name. Nobody can stop you. Everybody loves you. Everybody wants to see you do good. You go out there and you be the best you can ever be. Oh, and yeah, don't forget your weed, man.
Thanks, man.
Four twenty sketch. It's on its way. The hug dealer is one of many great things that are going to be in that show. So,
That was nice. Yeah, that was. I believe I told you that one. And
yes,
I
I
was like,
believe
what's wrong?
yeah, that was. Oh, it's like a little 1-2 handoff. Gella was just like, I want to cover Randy in tattoos. I just want to put a big old tattoo.
Yeah,
on
you.
Randy's
That's what
head.
you were telling me.
I was like, there's got to be something, and that's when you're like, we did good. We sure did. Everybody's gonna know your name, Randy.
No, I like that one. That one did turn out really good. That, and like I said, that was just a little idea thrown to you on the side of, you can do a hug dealer, like, he's in an alleyway. Hey, you got the stuff? Yeah, I got the stuff, and they give him a hug. And what you guys turned off with that was brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah,
Sheer brilliance.
yeah. I always looking for. Randy, we will always have you back.
Academy Awards be damned, or
Be damned.
Oscars, or whatever. We're going for the Grammys with this shit. I don't even know how it's going to be possible, but we're getting there.
We're gonna win Best Comedy Album for our videos. But
Maybe, you never know. Maybe I'll do that on this album I throw out. Maybe I'll do a throwback random dad beating my ass.
to the good old days where comedy was on CDs.
On motherfucking CDs.
The other day, because I still have a few that I really like. I'm like, dude, I haven't listened to these in literally over a decade. And I thought about just popping them in recently, just for that nostalgic vibe, for sure.
Adam Sandler will always be GOAT, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, absolutely. When it comes to comedy albums, 100% with the skits, with the songs, all of it. It's just
They're all gonna laugh at you.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
Just that whole album, front to back, dude. I listened to it many times as a kid and just fucking died laughing at it.
Phil and I spent many days just like shooting hoops and listening to that album like on a CD player, like as we did it.
And now the severe beating of a high school janitor.
Thank you. We don't condone violence here at Chase and Shep, unless it's in one of our horror things, or
I've been slapped in the face a lot. It would not faze me at all. I'd just be like, all right then.
Got it. Champ.
But yeah, dude. Yeah, bro.
Well, so we got 15 minutes and we actually got people in here watching with us. So if anybody wants to throw out a topic for us to talk on that's not the Will Smith thing from last night, we will happily talk about it.
The Steiner brothers got included in the Hall of Fame today. The WWE 2022 Hall of Fame, the Steiner brothers. I am interested as fuck to see if they're going to give Scott Steiner a live microphone in the Hall of Fame. because a lot of y'all don't watch wrestling, and I get that, but Scott Steiner, he's just not somebody you give a live microphone. Go Google Steiner math. He'll be like 33 and third percent times. He gives out the craziest percentages, and they're not accurate or right, and they don't add up ever. And he'll always. I love when he shoots on Ric Flair and stuff, and he's like, Ric Flair ain't the greatest. He ain't even the Nature Boy. So I'd love to see them give him a live mic. I doubt they will, but there's a topic I was cool about talking about. It's well, I mean, it's it's WrestleMania week. If you are a wrestling fan, you know that's usually the biggest week in WWE's zone or whatever. So there's a lot of hypeness going on tonight and shit like that. So
I love how we were like, "What do you guys want to talk about?" And then everybody just left. they're like, "Nothing. Bye."
that's cool. That's why I was like, "Let me talk wrestling. I'll drive them out of here." Then,
what about the CDC?
like the CDC? Then, like, what about them? Yeah,
Steiner versus Money Mayweather on a hot mic.
that would be entertaining. That would be entertainment right there. That is sports entertainment. Don't sue me, Chris Jericho, because now he's TM that. It's a premium live event. Actually, they don't call them pay-per-views anymore. They call them premium live events.
I got you.
Yeah, but not fake. They're not. I'm not saying they're fake stats, but I'll say like he'd be like, you know, that he's like, you know, he's 50% like human, 75% genetic freak. So that leads up to being like 100% freak of nature. And you're like, my guy, that's more than 100%.
It's not fake stats, it's bad math.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's not fictitious stats. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. But it's hot because he's the genetic freak. So it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, ladies and gents, it makes sense. Not dollars. Dollar bills, y'all. But yeah, the WWE, they don't call them pay-per-views anymore. They call them premium live events. Yeah, and they're not wrestlers, they're sports entertainers over there. That they don't do pro wrestling in the WWE. I love it. It's hey, I'm living kayfabe over here all day, every day, baby. That's why I'm telling you the business here. Nah. It's just funny to me that it's like, nah, I get it. It's I guess these days with the streaming services and the stuff, it's not really a pay-per-view anymore. So yes. It's like whatever, but they're still pay-per-views to me, damn it.
Well, that's all I got,
man. I
got nothing else.
Wow, okay. We just went there.
That's all I got for Old Mental Health Monday. March, closing it out. April is going to be lit all around with all sorts of stuff coming. I won't tell you now. We'll tell you in April what's on its way, but we will tell you that Easter, hippity hoppity Easter is on its way, along with some great surprises. I mean, I guess we could just tell everybody because we got a lot of the graphics right here. I know a lot of people will be very excited to hear that the final episodes of Chase and Shep's Summer Camp of Horrors is on its way. So, the official release date will be revealed this weekend. Sheesh, I know we've been waiting a while to see how that concludes. I know I'm just as excited as everybody else. No Escape. You just want me to talk about No Escape. It's just, it's a baller movie. Watch No Escape with Owen Wilson and Pierce Brosnan. People will be sleeping on it. It's not good for your mental health, I'll tell you that much.
Are you getting paid? Are you guys getting paid by this director or something?
We fucking should. I'm just saying, I told Belle yesterday, I'm like, if I ever meet Owen Wilson, that's the first fucking thing I'm bringing up to him is that movie. I'll be like, hey, Owen, Fuck the haters. That movie was dope, and you were dope in it.
Let's talk about On Bach.
Let's talk about Ong Bak. I love how I was closing out the show, and now we're talking about Ong Bak and No Escape.
Did I ever know a kid that was a huge CM Punk fan? I do know. Yeah, my cousin was actually a huge CM Punk fan. So when he came back for AEW this past time, me and Pudgy, who was commenting earlier, took him with us, and we went up there and watched CM Punk re-debut in AEW, which was probably one of the dopest like live moments that I've got to witness. That just the energy from that crowd I felt for like 2 or 3 days is insane.
Yeah, that was like last year. Is that what you just said? Right?
Yeah, it was like last summer sometime, I think.
Yeah, I remember that. Even as a non-wrestling person, I knew y'all were going to do that, and a couple other people I knew too were real hype on that event.
It was pretty dope, man. Sometimes, you know, hey, I don't hate on people.
We can't. Yeah, exactly. We don't need to get an Ong Bak. We did it last.
But I've watched 2 and 3. Okay,
You watched
so that,
2 more though, Randy. You watched 2 more Ong Baks.
and I was like surprised because I don't think I ever watched the third one. I think I stopped after the second one. I don't know why I didn't watch the third one because it picks right up where the second one ends. But it was lit city, ladies and gentlemen. It is lit fucking city over
Look at
there.
that. Getting your minds right and dropping a few movie recommendations for you along the way. You know?
That's a great movie for getting your mind right, dude, because that was what it was all about with this guy's character and his journey is about like, like you are reliving the karma from your ancestors doing the same thing they did, and living with vengeance. You need to be empty. You need to free your mind. You need to clear it. And it's dope. I won't give no sorts of spoilers or nothing away because I think it's really dope.
We're just getting back into kung fu movies.
IP Man. Maybe I'll go to IP Man next. I don't think I've watched IP Man like fully. I think I've probably seen bits and pieces here and there. But
I put the bug in his ear yesterday that we wanted to do a kung fu movie. So
yes, it'd be fun. I was thinking on it today myself. Just more like how could you do it?
We'll come up with something cool. I feel like a Chase and Shep kung fu movie is going to be like Kung Pao. You know that movie?
Well, that's what I was thinking when I was telling you. Well, we need to get martial artists if we were going to ever do this, or people might hate on us because that's what I was thinking. Because it's like, well, if we don't, and the only other way to go about this is Kung Pao, and the way I would it'd be like Kung Pao mixed with like legit like kung fu movie.
Yeah.
Because obviously we don't know any sorts of kung fu, and I wouldn't want to try to do any tricks to make it look like I do know any sorts of kung fu. Although I feel like I could be like pop, 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 pop.
Their fucking place opened up down the street from me. The
dojo.
Shaolin. Yeah, I'm like, yo, I'm trying to learn that Shaolin style.
That little dojo down there, I did Taekwondo there as a kid. That's where all of our tournaments would be.
Oh, the one right next to my house? What are you talking about? There's another one now, like down over by Walmart. I forget what they're called, but I saw them and it was like learn like Shaolin style kung fu. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. I only thought there was only one of those places in Champaign, like way across town. So it's good to know. I would love to. I'd love to learn some martial arts for sure.
It's cool. As a kid, I thought it was dope, but I just wasn't that good.
I think it's one of those things. As a kid, I never got to do any of that shit, but I had like friends who did karate and stuff. And it's like, as a kid, it's like you just kind of want to learn how to fight, But now, as an adult, like there's a lot more about like martial arts and kung fu that I appreciate, like for the mind. Not so much knowing how to fight. It's just like there's so much to it that fascinates me. So, are we going to close this out now? Are we done?
I guess I saw we had a couple late joiners. Sorry, we had a dope show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You missed it. If If you missed it, oh my God, you missed the greatest thing that ever happened in the
Crazy.
the history of streaming.
Will Smith slapped both of us.
Will Smith stopped by and separately slapped the both of us. It was crazy, ladies and gentlemen.
Just wild.
All right, bro. Smooches and deuces, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here we hit it at the same time.